but I'm here for it because Romeo Beckham, one of the sons, said, "Proud of you, Mum," and she reposted it to her official story. Maybe showing the world and showing Brooklyn that the other kids support her. And who needs a son when you got Couture, right? Because she's hanging out with Anna Wintour. Not quite sure what Brooklyn has accomplished on his own in his life. However, he is determined to destroy the reputation of his mother for some reason. So we're going to find out more details, I'm sure, because he has recently spoken out.
After months of wild whispers flying around, Brooklyn Peltz Beckham has finally broken his silence on the rumors of a major family fallout. The 26-year-old son of David and Victoria Beckham dropped a long and emotional statement on his Instagram story on January 19th, and wow, he did not hold back. He started by explaining why he waited so long to speak, writing, "I have been silent for years and made every effort to keep these matters private." But then things took a sharp turn. Brooklyn claimed that his parents and their team kept feeding stories to the press, saying he had no choice but to finally defend himself. He said this time he wanted to tell the truth about only some of the lies that have been printed. That's when he made a bold confession that stunned everyone. He wrote, "I do not want to reconcile with my family." Brooklyn went on to insist that he's not being manipulated or pushed around anymore, declaring that he's finally standing up for himself. He wrote that, "For my entire life, my parents have controlled the narrative in the press about our family." He even called out what he described as fake smiles. The performative social media posts, family events, and inauthentic relationships have been a fixture of the life I was born into. And just when fans thought it couldn't get any more dramatic, Brooklyn said he's seen firsthand the extreme lengths his family goes to just to keep up appearances. He claimed they've planted stories in the media that hurt innocent people, all to protect their perfect image. He finished by saying he truly believes the truth always finds its way out. Finally, he addressed the rumor that supposedly started it all, that alleged disagreement between Nicola and Victoria over her wedding dress, explaining, quote, "Brooklyn didn't stop there. He dropped even more shocking details about the chaos surrounding his wedding. He claimed, 'My parents have been trying endlessly to ruin my relationship since before my wedding, and it hasn't stopped.' That's a serious accusation. He said his mom canceled Nicola's dress design in the 11th hour, even though Nicola had been so excited to wear it, forcing her to scramble at the last minute to find something new." The 26-year-old went on to accuse his parents of taking things even further, saying they repeatedly pressured and attempted to bribe me into signing away the rights to my name. That's huge! Brooklyn and Nicola later made the bold decision to merge their last names, now going by Peltz Beckham. And he made it sound like that move was his way of taking control of his own identity. But the wildest part? He brought up their first dance. Brooklyn said, "My mom hijacked my first dance with my wife, which had been planned weeks in advance to a romantic love song." He explained that in front of their 500 guests, singer Mark Anthony called him to the stage for that special moment, but instead of dancing with Nicola, his mom was waiting there, ready to take over. He claimed, "She danced very inappropriately on me in front of everyone. I've never felt more uncomfortable or humiliated in my entire life." Brooklyn, who's been focusing on his culinary career, then explained why he and Nicola chose to renew their vows in August 2025, with David and Victoria nowhere in sight. He said, "We wanted to renew our vows so we could create new memories of our wedding day that bring us joy and happiness, not anxiety and embarrassment." And according to him, that wasn't even the end of what he needed to clear up. Brooklyn didn't hold back when talking about his dad's 50th birthday either, and this part got real messy. He said he actually flew all the way to London for the celebration, but claims he and Nicola were rejected for a week. According to Brooklyn, David wouldn't agree to see him unless it was at his big birthday party with hundreds of guests and cameras at every corner. He said when his dad finally agreed to meet, it came with a harsh condition. Nicola wasn't invited. Brooklyn called it a slap in the face. He also said that when his family later came to LA, they refused to see him at all. That's when the tension apparently hit a whole new level. Brooklyn revealed that the situation wasn't just about his parents, it dragged in his brothers, Romeo and Cruz too. He wrote that, "Throughout all of this, I have received endless attacks from my parents, both privately and publicly, that were sent to the press on their orders. And it didn't stop there. Brooklyn said, "Even my brothers were sent to attack me on social media before they ultimately blocked me out of nowhere last summer." That must have hurt big time. To shut down one of the biggest rumors out there, Brooklyn made it crystal clear that Nicola isn't the one pulling the strings in their marriage. He said, "The narrative that my wife controls me is completely backwards. I have been controlled by my parents for most of my life." He explained that growing up, he battled constant anxiety, but now, since stepping away from all the family drama, he feels free for the first time. He shared, "That anxiety has disappeared. I wake up every morning grateful for the life I choose, and I've finally found peace and relief." He ended his statement by hinting that he's ready to move forward, focused on peace, love, and living life on his own terms. Brooklyn wrapped up his emotional statement with a powerful message about what he truly wants out of life. He said, "My wife and I do not want a life shaped by image, press, or manipulation. All we want is peace, privacy, and happiness for us and our future family." That line hit hard. It sounded like he's finally ready to move on from all the family chaos and focus on real peace. Access Hollywood reached out to David and Victoria for comment, and they've been tracking this family tension from the very beginning. Up until Brooklyn's new post on January 19th, the actual reason for the rift wasn't totally clear. Many people believed it started with a promise Victoria supposedly made to design Nicola's wedding dress for their April 2022 ceremony. A promise that, according to Brooklyn, caused a lot of behind-the-scenes drama, but Nicola herself cleared the air back in a 2022 interview with Variety. She explained, "A few months down the line, she realized that her atelier couldn't do it. So then I had to pick another dress. She didn't say, 'You can't wear it.' I didn't say, 'I didn't want to wear it.' That's where it started, and then they ran with it." Nicola made it sound like the media twisted a simple misunderstanding into a full-blown feud. Brooklyn added at the time, "I've learned they're always gonna try to write stuff like that. They're always gonna try and put people down, but everyone gets along, which is good." But apparently, not everyone was convinced. Another insider reportedly told people that Nicola still feels Victoria ruined her wedding day by dancing with Brooklyn in the bride's place. That claim reignited all the drama, and now, with Brooklyn's latest post, fans are wondering if this family feud is really over, or just getting started. According to a source who spoke to Access Hollywood, that famous dance was supposed to be a beautiful, heartfelt moment just for the couple. The insider said the dance was a meaningful centerpiece planned just for the couple. They also revealed that it wasn't just a simple performance. It was a generous gift from Mark Anthony that the Peltz family put significant time and resources into, including staging and a live band at their home. The source called it sad and inexplicable that such a special moment was hijacked.
Brooklyn Beckham is speaking out about a deeply uncomfortable moment from his wedding, alleging that his mother took over what was supposed to be his first dance with his wife. According to Brooklyn, his first dance with his wife had been carefully planned weeks in advance. A romantic love song, over 500 guests, a once-in-a-lifetime moment meant to belong solely to the newlyweds. Instead, everything went off script. Brooklyn claims that Mark Anthony unexpectedly called him onto the stage, a moment.
But things eventually cooled off, at least for a while. Victoria tried to ease the tension when she appeared on the Today Show in October 2022, opening up about the wedding and appearing calm and collected about the whole situation. Fans thought maybe the family was finally moving past the drama. In the months that followed, the Peltz Beckhams started showing a united front again. Brooklyn and Nicola were seen sitting front row at Victoria's Paris Fashion Week show in 2022, smiling proudly and cheering her on. Then, Victoria returned the love in February 2024 when she attended the premiere of Nicola's film Lola, posing with the couple and looking like the family bond was back on track. By September 2024, things still looked solid when Brooklyn and Nicola showed up once again to support Victoria at her Paris show. But peace didn't last long, because just a few months later, in April, the rumors fired up all over again. Fans were convinced that Cruz Beckham had thrown shade at Nicola in an Instagram comment, sparking new speculation that the family tension was far from over. After that Instagram moment blew up, the internet went wild. Everyone had an opinion about whether the Beckham family feud had reignited or if fans were just reading too deep into things. Screenshots of Cruz's comments spread fast, and people started debating what it really meant. Some claimed it was just playful banter between siblings, while others were convinced it was a hidden jab aimed straight at Nicola. Either way, the drama was back in full swing. Not long after, eagle-eyed followers noticed that Brooklyn seemed distant online. Fewer family photos, no comments on his parents' posts, and a serious tone in everything he shared. It didn't take long for tabloids to start speculating again, with new headlines screaming that the Beckham family was divided behind the scenes. Rumors swirled that David and Victoria were frustrated, while Brooklyn and Nicola were keeping their distance to protect their peace. Then came the most recent bombshell, Brooklyn's January 19th statement. The post didn't just reopen old wounds, it blew the lid off everything. Fans flooded his comment section, some showing support, others questioning why he'd air so much family drama online. Meanwhile, Nicola stayed silent, only posting a few cryptic photos that had everyone guessing what was really going on behind closed doors. Now the world is watching closely to see how the Beckhams respond, if they respond at all. With tensions running high and the internet dissecting every move, it's clear this family saga is far from over. Will they finally make peace? Or are we witnessing one of the most public celebrity family fallouts of the decade? One thing's for sure, everyone's talking, and the Beckhams are right back in the spotlight again. Since Brooklyn's explosive post, the spotlight on the Beckham family has only intensified, and every move they make now feels like it's under a microscope. Reporters have been camped outside events, fans are dissecting old interviews, and social media is buzzing with theories about what's really going on behind closed doors. Some say Brooklyn's words were a cry for independence, while others think it was a full-on declaration of war against the Beckham empire. David and Victoria have stayed noticeably quiet, refusing to make any direct public statements. But people close to the couple insist they're heartbroken and shocked by Brooklyn's accusations. A family insider allegedly told a magazine that the couple can't believe their son would air such personal issues online, claiming they're hoping time will calm things down. Still, fans couldn't help but notice that both David and Victoria seemed unusually somber during their recent public appearances, and that silence has only fueled more speculation. Meanwhile, Brooklyn and Nicola appear unbothered, continuing to share loved-up photos and subtle messages about choosing peace and protecting your energy. Many followers think those posts are quiet responses to all the media noise, while others believe they're gentle digs aimed at his family. The tension between the two sides feels thicker than ever, and the public can't stop guessing who's telling the truth. As rumors continue swirling, it's becoming clear that this isn't just a celebrity family drama. It's a deep emotional rift that's playing out under the world's gaze. Everyone's waiting for the next move. Will there be reconciliation or another bombshell post that takes this feud to an even higher level? One thing's undeniable. The Beckham's family story has turned into the most talked about saga in pop culture right now. Weeks after Brooklyn's post shook the internet, the tension hasn't died down. If anything, it's only grown louder. Paparazzi have been chasing every family member, hoping to catch even a single glance or gesture that could hint at what's next. Fans noticed that while David and Victoria appeared side by side at a recent charity event, their smiles looked strained. Commenters online immediately started speculating that they were putting on a brave face while dealing with the emotional storm behind the scenes. Sources close to the family claim there have been quiet attempts to reach out to Brooklyn, but that he's keeping his distance for now. Allegedly, friends of the couple have been urging them to patch things up privately before the situation spirals further. Still, insiders say trust has been deeply damaged, and rebuilding that connection could take a long time, if it ever happens at all. Meanwhile, Brooklyn and Nicola seem to be leaning on each other more than ever. They've been spotted at cozy dinner dates in Los Angeles, holding hands and looking united despite the chaos swirling around them. Nicola recently shared a heartfelt message on her Instagram story that read, "Peace is everything." Fans instantly linked it to the ongoing drama, seeing it as a quiet but powerful statement of where their focus truly lies. As of now, the Beckhams have remained publicly silent, leaving everyone wondering if a truce is even possible. The world's watching every move, every post, every glance, waiting for the next headline to drop. Whether this ends in forgiveness or more fireworks, one thing's crystal clear. This family feud has turned into one of the most jaw-dropping celebrity sagas of the decade. As the dust begins to settle, fans are split. Some are rallying behind Brooklyn for standing up for himself, while others are siding with David and Victoria, saying family should stay private no matter what. The internet's basically turned into a debate club, with every little post, like, and caption being analyzed for hidden meaning. Even old clips from the Beckham Netflix documentary have resurfaced, with viewers dissecting moments between Brooklyn and his parents like they're clues in a mystery movie. Insiders claim the situation has created serious emotional strain on the entire family, especially since the feud has become so public. Apparently, mutual friends have tried to play peacemaker, hoping to bring everyone together before things spiral out of control. But for now, neither side seems ready to fully break the silence or take that first step toward mending things. Meanwhile, Brooklyn has reportedly been pouring his energy into his creative projects, from photography gigs to food collabs, while Nicola's been right by his side, cheering him on at every event. Their message to the world seems clear. They're focused on peace, independence, and their own version of happiness, no matter the noise. Still, behind the smiles and filtered photos, fans can't help but wonder what's really happening when the cameras turn off. Will time finally cool things down, or is this family wound too deep to heal anytime soon? As the drama continues to unfold, one thing's undeniable. The Beckhams have gone from Britain's picture-perfect family to the center of one of Hollywood's most talked-about sagas, and everyone's still watching to see how this real-life soap opera ends. Then, just when everyone thought things might calm down, another headline hit. Brooklyn and Nicola were noticeably missing from David's 50th birthday celebration in London on May 2nd, and fans noticed instantly. The lavish party was filled with A-list guests and glowing family photos, but the absence of the eldest Beckham son stood out like a flashing sign. The couple also didn't post any birthday wishes for David on social media, which sent the rumor mill into overdrive once again. Just a few days later, on May 6th, a source told People magazine that the couple's relationship with David and Victoria is still on shaky ground. The insider revealed there are tensions between Brooklyn and Nicola and the family. But they also added a glimmer of hope, saying, "The relationship is definitely not beyond repair. They love him and are always there for him. They're just hurt and disappointed that he's now playing no part in the family life." It's a heartbreaking update for fans who have followed this story from the start. A once inseparable family now caught up in years of emotional distance, public tension, and unanswered questions. Still, the door isn't fully closed. Maybe time, patience, and a bit of understanding could bring them back together again. Until then, all eyes remain on the Beckhams, one of the world's most famous families, as everyone wonders what comes next. Will there be reconciliation or another bombshell post that reignites everything once more? Either way, this saga has proven that even behind fame and fortune, real family struggles still hit hard. If you've been following this wild story, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and drop a comment below. Let us know what you think. Will the Beckhams ever make peace, or is this feud here to stay?
Let's talk about the original Beckham family feud, the one between David and his parents when he first got with Victoria. When David Beckham first started dating Posh Spice in the late 90s, his family was worried. They did not like the glitz and glamour that surrounded her life. They didn't like the pop star scene. They thought that he was getting distracted from football. David's dad especially didn't like this relationship because he felt like David was drifting away from the family that supported him from the start. Things only got worse after they got married because apparently at the wedding, his family felt like they weren't included. In fact, the tabloids at the time were painting Victoria as controlling. Allegedly after that, David and his dad barely spoke, and his dad missed years of big moments in David's life.